Morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, July 27th, almost 9 a.m. Almost 9. I took forever getting out of bed this morning, but that's okay. This is the last week of summer break for my children, so we're trying to take it easy. Take it easy as possible. Today, I have Aurora instead of Orange. She's slinking around. Hey, look. Everybody wants to see you. Oh, I love you, princess. Like I was saying last week of summer break for my kids, they go back to school next week. And yeah, we'll see what happens. This video is probably going to be a short one unless I talk mostly like life updates because I didn't do anything last week. From my last video, you know that I had family in town. My husband's mother, 2 sisters, and 6 nieces and nephews came to visit. Anyways, so it was very busy. Very busy. Plus, I was kind of on a deadline to finish a project since my neighbor is moving very shortly. So yeah, just my life has been a little chaotic this past week. My kids had a great time last week with their cousins. It was very loud and they weren't staying with us, but it was still like we were over at Grandpa's house with them every day. It was loud, it was chaotic, and the whole week was hot, very hot. But yeah, they went home. Well, one of my husband's sisters went home a day early, and then my mother-in-law and my other sister-in-law, she left early Saturday morning. They all live in Iowa, so they all drove. Yeah, that's about a 12-hour drive from here. Anyways, I don't know. I don't want to give too many details. Like, I don't want to, talk too much, keep privacy where privacy belongs, But yeah, that was that. And then Saturday I spent all day doing laundry and relaxing at home. I didn't feel like relaxing, but it was quiet. That's what I needed. Sunday we went to church, and then we had like a little barbecue for said neighbors that are leaving very soon. Yeah. This week, I plan to spend dyeing yarn, more Advent yarn, and I'm actually coming out with like a new collection. I don't know why this took me so long, so we're going to go ahead and jump into shop news. And while I did not say this earlier, hi, my name is Savannah. Welcome to my channel. This is a crafting channel where I talk about all things crafty that I do. And I also have a side hustle. I dye yarn. Right there, under the name Sewlivi Dyes Yarn. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the shop stuff. You can find all links down below. If you need to, if you want to, follow me on Instagram. I'm very active there. You can check out my website if you like, and just take a gander. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee account. So that's that. Anyways, shop news. I am dyeing up a new collection. I don't know why it took me so long to think of this because, I love the Tudor era. I love King Henry VIII's 6 wives. I love Queen Elizabeth I, Mary Queen of Scots. All that stuff in that era. Why does it always sound like I'm trying to say error? It's, need to stop that. Anyways, it just kind of clicked in my head, like, why don't I dye yarn based on each wife? And so I started. I'm not going to show you right now because I'm going to wait until I have all of them completed so that I can show them all together. You won't have to purchase them as a full kit collection, unless I decide to do them like maybe as minis maybe one day. But for right now, just full skeins, you don't have to purchase them as a full collection. You'll be able to purchase them individually based, you know, so that you can pick your favorite colors if you like. And then, you know, stays within budget kind of thing. But I don't want to show them until I have them all complete. So I'm going to get all 6 done, then probably show them. And then I also want to dye one for Queen Elizabeth I, King Henry himself, and Mary Queen of Scots. Those will be 3 extras after the fact. So yeah, yesterday I got done Catherine of Aragon and Anne Boleyn, and both colors turned out. And I'm like really loving Catherine of Aragon right now. It's beautiful. And again, also doing some more advents. I have to squeeze those in. But that is Shop Up news. So stay tuned. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at my shop account, which is Sewlivi_Dyes _Yarn. If you follow me there, I try to post, well, I will post when that is up, but I do try to post when I am doing things kind of thing. I try. I'm more active on my personal account. It's just what it is. I would love to just put both of my accounts together, but I don't think that would be the best thing, and keep them separate for now. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, this video is going to be pretty random, just because I want to try to fit in everything I can think of that is important, while also trying to make sure there's enough content. Do you want to go ahead and jump right into the knitting that I did? That's just very little. I did get a finish though. So I finished these guys. These vanilla socks. So these are a gift for my neighbor. I was hoping to have these finished by Sunday, but I was not there. Actually, you know where I was? I had one finish minus the heel on Sunday, and I was right, probably right here, minus heel, right here, Sunday morning. So I took it to church, knit, and then we had that little barbecue, and I just kept knitting, and I actually got to the toe finish before the end of the evening, and then I came home and cut in for the heel and started the heel Sunday night. Finished both heels yesterday, washed and blocked. So they are done. They don't fit on my sock blockers because I had my neighbor's husband sneakily tell me what size shoe my friend wears. So they're a little bit longer because she wears a size 9. So here's the funny thing about hand knit socks, which I think is kind of crazy. So for my sock, I wear a size 7, US women's 7. When I make myself a pair of vanilla socks with an afterthought heel, I knit 60 rounds, and then the toe, and then and heel. I don't change anything about these, but I do 60 rounds. Which makes from here to the tip of the toe 9 inches, because my foot is about 9 inches, maybe a hair longer. I mean, we want negative ease, right? So I went on Facebook to the Knitterinos Facebook group, and I just asked anybody on there, I'm like, if you wear a size 9 shoe, what is your vanilla sock recipe with an afterthought heel? Like, how long do you make your sock? Do you have a certain amount of rows that you knit? Please tell me what you do. Well, one lady responded, and she doesn't have a set number of rounds, but she told me the length that she knits. Her socks end up the exact same length as mine. And I think that's crazy because when I wear my socks, like the ones I knit for myself, they're very tight. Not too tight to be uncomfortable, but they're snug. They fit well. They're not baggy anywhere. They're good. So I'm just like, if you wear a size 9 and you wear the exact same size socks, like how tight is that? That has to be pretty tight. So I thought that was odd that 2 sizes up from me, someone wouldn't get the exact same size socks as me. Anyways, so that's the strange magic of socks. What I did for my friend's socks, just to make sure, I added an extra 6 rounds. So these are a little loose on me, lengthwise, but hopefully they will fit her well. Yeah, just an extra 6 rounds. I think I was going to do 5, but I kind of, you know, wasn't paying attention. I'm like, oop, there's a 6th one. Okay. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully these will fit her decently. Yeah. So the yarn I used for this is actually Sewlivi Dyes Yarn. This colorway, I believe, is called Blue Star. It's part of the flower collection. And then the mini is Speckled Eggs, which I have also kind of paired to go with the flower collection. And then the pink stripes, that's scrap, some scrap yarn I have from Spectacular Yarns. And I want to think it was called Dusty Rose, but I could be wrong. I don't have the tag on the scrap, so. But it's really lovely color. It went really well with this blue. So yep, got these socks done. I will get them packaged up and probably over to her today after I get some photos. I think I'm going to submit these for the Rainbow Sock Chronicles because they are blue, which works for July, and I don't think I'll have my actual socks done before the end of the month. I mean, I can only hope, but I don't know for sure. So I'll submit those for these. And also the summer sock camp. I need to get pictures and submit those everywhere. So yeah, that's the only finish. So those were finished yesterday, and then I needed something to knit on during the evening. So I decided to pull out my There and Back Again socks. These were my initial plan for the Rainbow Sock Chronicles. And yes, I still have the rest of this week to finish the sock, but we will see. I am busy dyeing yarn and such, and doing other things. That is as far as I'm at. I'm into, this section right here now, just barely. So I have that section, and then the heel, this section, and then so on and so forth. This yarn is Sweet Georgia Party of 5 in the Seashore colorway. Yep. I actually finished this color last night, so it can go in my vase I have on my desk for scraps. Small scraps, not big scraps that go right there. So yes, this pattern is by Dawn Catone. Again, called the There and Back Again socks. It'll be linked down below in the description if you want to find the pattern. That is all I did for knitting. I could go ahead. I did take my spinning to my father-in-law's house one day. I think it was Friday. Yeah, Friday. I took it. So I have one of these Molly Ollie totes, I guess. Emily of Eclectic Possessions here on YouTube. I follow her on Instagram as well. She showed a post on Instagram of her Molly Ollie bag. Got some fuzz. And how she fills it full of her cross-stitch stuff. And I thought, heck, this would work really well for my spinning wheel. And it does. And it made it so easy to take to my father-in-law's house. See, my electric eel wheel fits. I got my extra bobbins in this side. I got my fluff, my charging cable. I have a bobbin that I filled up. And I started working on a second bobbin, but I was struggling, so I kind of quit. Yeah, so this would also fit the electric eel wheel 6.0 I know that's a bigger wheel, but this section is pretty big right here. It's got pockets all around. It's got this zippered thingy. So I got this on Amazon. The Molly Ollie on Amazon. It's got like a thingy bob. It's hard to show you. They advertise this for everything. Sewing, cross stitch, knitting, diaper caddy, planner stuff. This can be used for just about anything. So I put that in there. I'm working on spinning up the fairy tale Once Upon a Time fiber from paradisefibers.com. This is it's called Once Upon a Time, and it's merino and stellina blends. Oh my gosh. It's not going to focus very well. It's very sparkly. This stuff does not spin very well for me. I have a hard time drafting it. I mean, I do split it. I split it in half, and I do pre-draft, but I still struggle a little bit with it. This is what I was working from, but it kept breaking off. Look at how sparkly that is. It kept breaking or not uptaking. It was giving me problems, so I said screw it and put it away. And then my husband and I decided to go to, well, I decided that I wanted to go to IKEA. So that just kind of sat in the truck while we went to IKEA. That was last Friday. We went to IKEA. I got a new shelf for my plants, which you might have seen on my personal Instagram account. I got a new shelf so that I could get all my plants that were on my dresser off because they were starting to kind of overtake. They needed a shelf. So yeah, you can see all that on Instagram if you want. But that does mean that I have the whole collection of these shelves. So IKEA has, it's called the Hillis. It's Hyllis. They're like metal shelving. I have all three of them because I think it's just a 3 set. You got a short, wide one, you got a tall, wide one, and then you got a skinny, really tall one. So I have all three. They're incredibly cheap. Like 15 bucks a piece. I would have just ordered it online and had it shipped, but because of the length, IKEA wanted $99 to ship it to me, and I'm like, for a $15 shelf, not gonna happen. There's a do you want to see what I just noticed that I think is crazy? My kids, look what I found. A popcorn. Freaking children. They had popcorn down here the other day because sorry. We had a thunderstorm, like, it was 2 weeks ago. We had a thunderstorm. My kids don't really like thunder. So they came down here because you can't hear it as well. There's no windows in this room. So I let them come down here and watch TV, and I made them a bowl of popcorn, and I think they were trying to throw and catch in their mouth. That one landed on a leaf, and nobody saw that. It was like 2 weeks ago. Oh my goodness. That's a fake plant over there because I can't have real plants down here. No window. Unless I get a grow light. Ooh, ideas. My husband would hate me. Anyways. I do have one more thing I want to show. It's not craft related at all. It was something that I was able to get this past week. We took the family to Shields, which is funny because Mike's family is from Iowa. They have a Shields in Iowa, granted about an hour-ish away from where they live, but it's in a mall, so it's not as fancy for them. We took them to ours. Ours is brand new. It's a separate building. It has the giant Ferris wheel, a beautiful saltwater aquarium, arches at the entrance. It's huge, 2 stories with like arcade and like a little shooting game. It's super fancy. I wish that place wasn't as expensive as it is, because they carry so many cute like clothing bits, but it's really expensive. But they had these there, and I saw them the first time we went, and then, you know, being with family, you end up spending a lot of money. My husband had purchased himself a new golf bag a couple days before, so I'm just like, hey, you got this golf bag, I want these. They don't even cost nearly as much, but I'm getting these. He wasn't thrilled, but it doesn't matter because I love them. I got roller skates. Oh, look at these guys. So I got these. I have been wanting some roller skates for a little while now. So these were the only style they carried at Shields. These were the only ones I could find actually locally. Like I would look online at some, and they were all very expensive, or they, you know, I mean, these were also the cheapest around, under $100. Everything else I was looking at, even like relatively decent at 100 and something, my size was always sold out. So, you know, it's okay to have cheap ones that aren't even like the kind you would want necessarily. I still was like, I don't care. I want skates. They are cute. I mean, I'm glad that they're black. They are glittery. And I can always change out the stop and the wheels if I want to, the laces, but I don't think I need to. Oh, there's a pink strip there. So I've been watching Kat of Heather and Hops and Tommy of Moonstone Dye Works, Dynamite Trujillo, both here on but you know, it's Moonstone Dye Works, Moonstone makes. Both of them on YouTube. Both of them are knitters, but they also skate. Kat of Heather and Hops, she always puts in like a little clip at the end of her knitting podcast of her skating, and it just looks, she looks fantastic. Like I absolutely love her little clips. And then Tommy, she just had a baby like 6 or 8 weeks ago, and then she's skating already. She's been putting up clips of herself skating around her garage. And I'm just like, girl, these are goals. I need to do goals. So I got some. Kat of Heather and Hop, she released a free pattern to knit a toe cover. So I plan to do that soon. I just need to pick some yarn. I would love to buy some of those leather toe covers. I found a really pretty pair that has like a moth embroidered on it, but they're $70. So that's about almost as much as these cost alone. So I probably will not be getting leather ones unless I find some cheap ones and they're just going to be plain. But in the meantime, I'm just going to knit myself the toe covers. I do want to make some giant pom-poms or buy some furry pom-poms to dangle from the top. I think that'd be super cute. For right now, I think that's it that I would do to these to customize them. But I have been looking at some skate accessories online already. I do wear them in the house, and I've worn them outside. Outside is a little bit more scary, just because, you know, there's rocks and twigs and all sorts of stuff all over the sidewalk, the cracks in the sidewalk. It's not fun. Inside the house, it's nice and smooth. I do need to get to a skating rink. It would be fun to do that. I wish, it'd be really fun if my church would plan like a little fun skate night kind of thing. That would be awesome. We've done Sky Zone as a church, which is just a trampoline park. We need to go to skating rink, so I can have fun with those. Olivia wants a pair of skates really, really bad, but I'm unsure if she would enjoy those. So I think I'd rather have her rent a pair first and see what she thinks. Or also, you know, getting her a set of skates that can convert to rollerblades, because I do think rollerblades are a little bit easier. Less chance of hooking your wheels together on accident, like I almost did yesterday. Woo, don't put your feet too close together. So that's that. That is that, really. Hey, Zeus. Here's Zeusy. Come to visit. The only one who didn't come is Orange today, which is strange. Sorry for the camera work. That is it. I need to go start dyeing yarn. Again, I'm sorry. This video is more me just chit-chatting today. I cut myself some curtain bangs yesterday, just spontaneously. I was on Facebook and one of Brad Mondo's videos popped up and I watched it, and then I'm like, okay, I can do that. And I went upstairs and did it. They're not that terrible. I mean, obviously I washed my hair and I let it air dry here, so nothing is styled, but there's that. Also, my color is fading. Oh, this green is fading a lot faster than this pink, which, okay, but I'm not mad about it. I don't care. Oh, I almost forgot. So I had an interview last week, for a real job. I interviewed at my kid's school to be a lunch aide, which isn't much. It's just part-time, where I supervise during lunch and recess, and then possibly some crossing guard time as well. I had the interview, and then the next day they called me and told me that they sent me like a text where I needed to fill out for references, which was, I've never seen anything like that before, but I had to sit. And then they told me that they really did want to hire me, and I just needed to get those references to submit whatever information they needed to. That got all done. I haven't heard back yet, but I'm hoping I got the job for sure. We'll see. And like I said, I need to hear back. I need to check my emails. Maybe they email me. I'm not sure, but that'd be great. I'd have a real job, even if it's just part-time. Just being at the kids' school on the kids' schedule will be fantastic. So yeah, that's my news, guys. I'll talk to you next week. Hopefully we'll have a lot more things to share. Craft-wise, not just me talking about life. All right. Bye.